Yep, that's me on a half-broken, rickety old bridge above a crocodile in the middle of Walt Disney World with nothing else but a bungee cord to hold me up. This is the Disney World Wild African Safari Trek.
We are going to be using this safety equipment here in just a little bit, so we want to teach you how to use it. Great news, you all are on vacation, so you really don't have to do much at all. Megan and I are going to do most of it for you, but the one thing that we will ask of you, if you would like some enrichment, something new and exciting to work on, is with this little carabiner that's attached to your monkey tail. So if you get your little crab claws out, put them right on that gold barrel. It's going to be 3 steps to open this carabiner. Take that gold barrel, lift it up about 1/8 of an inch, just a little wiggle, then twist it in that lifted position and fold it. Perfect. Yeah, so again, I'll show you off my mess. It's a little easier. Up, twist, and fold. Right now, you are walking in backwards of the Kilimanjaro Safari. So we're going to see some things that other people won't see from the safari. Most of our animals here at Animal Kingdom have some sort of behind the scenes or backstage area where our keepers are able to take care of them. But our zookeepers are the ones that are working all day long, along with other animal care specialists, to take care of our amazing animals. And we're gonna go meet up with one of them right now, see if they have anything fun that they're gonna be doing in the next couple minutes. Jumbo, how's it going? Good, y'all. This is Evelyn. She is one of our wonderful zookeepers. Give her a big wave as you come on in. Yes, like I said, Evelyn is one of our wonderful zookeepers here, and there's a particular animal that she works with right over behind her. Some of our Nile hippopotamus. So we are going to be hanging out with Evelyn here for the next couple minutes or so, hanging out with our hippos, getting a great overlook of their habitat. So we're going to use this safety system behind me to get us that close to you in a safe manner today. So with that, we have a couple of safety guidelines, or safety rules actually. First one, we're going to come around and double check your gear, and once we double check you, remember we're your fairy godmothers, so don't adjust or manipulate your gear. Over the thing. Going up this tower and across our bridges over the Nile hippo habitat, and then across the way over our Nile habitat.
To go across the bridges, we got to do it safely. Go ahead and take your carabiner off your vest. Let me know if you need help. You have somebody next to you. What we're going to do is use this pulley system here that has another carabiner on it. Now this carabiner takes how many steps to open?
One.
Just one. How many did this take?
3.
12. Yeah, too many, right? So instead, you'll just use this carabiner on the line. All you have to do is squeeze it open. I'd recommend hold onto the gold barrel of your carabiner and just drop it in like that.
All right, y'all, come watch Megan as she's crossing to the bridge here. She's doing a great job. An example of how to cross the bridge here. She's moving in a forward motion. Number 1, that's really important here. All right, now Daniel, step on forward. Okay, step right down those funny boot prints. All right, bud, you're all clear to take a big step back. You guys have any favorite Disney snacks?
The Mickey waffles for like breakfast are really good.
Those are good. You know, it's weird because they look like they're just going to be like not like anything, but they taste so good. Once you bite into them, you're like, oh, these are fluffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. Mickey waffles, Dole Whip. Do you guys like Dole Whip?
I love Dole Whip. I like the coconut.
Yes. You're good to pull the gate towards you, Nathaniel, and just make sure you close it behind you and have fun out there.
All right. Let's go. are so cool.
Come all the way forward for me. You can push that gate open.
All right.
Hold on, let me shut that gate behind you. Perfect. Take a step all the way over that yellow line. All clear to reach around and grab that clip. Just put the clip back in your harness and head downstairs whenever you're ready.
All right.
Here, you wouldn't mind. Go ahead and contact step back for me. Yep, that's perfect. We'll take a photo of the process. Look here. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect.
All right. That was amazing.
We are gonna get a little closer to these modern day dinosaurs, like Katrina said, these crocodiles. So we'll come through, double check that here again.
All right, how are the bridges, Nathaniel?
Really fun.
Good, glad to hear it.
Really fun to record too.
So usually the beak stays right in front of the stick and you get prime property on that. So these are you.
Yes, there's so much to know about them. And I know, Nathaniel, you said that you really like the crocodiles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people kind of have an aversion to animals like crocodiles. They're not so sure about them, or even animals like sharks, vultures, all of these very, I'll just call them Halloween-like animals, right? The fascination with the fear of them. But these animals are so important to their ecosystems. Megan earlier mentioned how we're all important to the circle of life, especially animals like carnivores. All right. But yes, they're all important to the circle of life, especially animals like crocodiles, that they can pass things through their system that other animals can't. Or even if you think of vultures. Vultures are responsible for 70% of the cleanup of all the carrion, so that all the dead and decaying matter, animals out in the wild. It's not really something we like to think about, but it is an important part of the circle of life, and those vultures have stomachs that can handle that kind of thing, whereas other carnivores, if they came across that, it could actually make them really sick. All right, now as y'all come out of the woods here, please feel free to use both upper and lower deck here. In all the available space. Great news, we're gonna be done with the harnesses here now. So we're gonna be getting a little bit more comfortable. This is the Hakuna Matata portion of the tour, very relaxing. I know y'all are adventurers, but in order to get y'all out of those harnesses, we're gonna ask you to follow along step by step, starting with getting a little bit more comfortable by releasing some pressure off of your shoulders. So start with these leg straps. Those little brass tabs, if you just squeeze them together, should release the buckle. All right, so once you have that, we are going to come around and collect your listening equipment. So if you need to set your water bottle down on the ground or up on our table, please feel free to do that. And then we're gonna take our boxes off of our vest, unclip it from the zipper pocket. Again, these keep the carabiner attached to the item, attached to the box there. And then you can unplug your earpiece, and then just pull your earpiece out of your vest, and I'm gonna ask y'all to hold them like this. Just have the earpiece like a long linguine noodle from Ratatouille, and the box like this, because we're gonna come around and collect them. All right, so if y'all wanna put boxes right in here, and I'll grab those earpieces. And then we're gonna ask you to stuff your harness right in this suitcase and find a spot on the truck. We've saved a couple of spots for myself and Megan, so just make sure to leave those.
Stuff coming on board the truck. Welcome aboard.
Okay, we get to kind of sit and relax. We're gonna head out onto our savannah in a moment. With the truck, just a couple things. Since we are going to be out on the ride path, think of this like anytime you're at any Disney attraction. We just ask that you stay seated anytime we are in motion. Because we are on a fancy safari trip, there might be a few times where we can actually stop and you can get up and like move around. But I will tell you when that is, so I'll let you know when we're all clear, because I will get word from Brian through this fancy hole in the wall behind me. He'll tell me we're fully parked, and then I will share that with you, okay? Cool, awesome. So we're gonna head out onto the savannah, start looking for some animals. I think you said we've all been on the safari, I think. right? Yes. Okay. Cool. Very cool. This is one of, in my opinion, the best attractions that we have at Walt Disney World. It's never the same. It's different every time we ride it. Yes, it's very cool. And actually, something that you, Kathy, in the book said to me, you said this is so much more than a zoo. This feels like it's just so much beyond that. And you are right. Especially in this attraction itself, I think that really exemplifies how different we are from the average theme park and the average zoo, because we really focus on storytelling. And that's something that Walt Disney started even before Animal Kingdom was a thing, even before Disney World or Disneyland was a thing, right? Walt actually wanted Disneyland in California to have a safari attraction like the one we are in right now. Has anyone been to Disneyland in California? Yes. Okay, so those who have been there, can you back me up on this? It's pretty tiny compared, yeah? So can you imagine all of this fitting there? No, and actually this would be the only thing there because Disneyland can fit inside of the Kilimanjaro Safari. Wow. Yes. So it is a huge attraction. So thankfully his Imagineer said, Walt, I don't know about this one. They came up with a compromise though, where instead of having live animals, like our painted dogs actually, if you look just to the right of that cave, they're snoozing in the back there. Right? It's hard to know where these animals will always be. So they came up with a compromise, kind of a meet in the middle, where guests could still learn about animals, but also always see them. They'd always be in the same spot. Does anyone know what attraction that might have been that they kind of compromised on? Yeah, Jungle Cruise, right? So that's kind of the happy medium. And then all these years later, we were able to continue finally telling that story that Walt always wanted to by opening Animal Kingdom. And we are all clear. So while we're here looking at Boo, feel free to stand up, look around, take in the beautiful view. But Boo is an eland. So you're on the kind of the right track with Gazelle. A little bit bigger. Elands are one of the largest species of antelope. They're the largest species we have on the savannah. And since she's a female, like I said, she's a little smaller actually than her brother Finn, who is here somewhere in the bushes. Oh yes, I see movement. So did you see that white bird, that white egret, just behind the egret? About 6 feet tall at his shoulder. Very big. That's not even counting his massive head and those beautiful spiral horns like that. It's very cool. It's very funny to see. He's a very cool animal. You see a zebra? Oh yes. Jackie, we're gonna get all of you, Khaki. You can all come join us. This is amazing. Yeah, so just off to the passenger side, kind of in that shady area, Jackson pointed out. We do have one of our Hartman's Mountain zebras over there. And we actually have, 5? We have 5 zebras? 2 and 1, 2, yeah, 6. We have 6 zebras. We have, I know.
Say 6 is your number.
Yeah. Okay, so to be more specific though, right now we have 1.5 zebras out here. What does that mean?
1.5.
Someone's pregnant, yeah.
Could mean someone's pregnant.
One plate with
Doesn't. One played with crocodile. They didn't play with the crocodiles, no. So now the crocodile's not pregnant. No. It's actually, it's kind of. We do have babies, but that's not where the 1.5 comes from. It's actually a gender ratio. So we have 1 male and 5 females. So we have 6 total. Yeah. So that's a little zoo speak for you. I know, right? There you go. I think we'll keep on rolling though. So if you want to keep your seats, we'll see who else we can find. Stay seated for me. Oh, yes. We are all clear, Brian. We'll keep going. Box, that big crate. They're able to close it up and then drive them over.
those ox?
I know. Can we pause here, Brian? What was that?
The trainer of the animals.
Yes. Yep, you got it. We are all clear, yes. You can stand if you'd like. We've got a nice view of our Ankoli cattle. Yes, the male though, so beautiful. We have 1.3.
I can tell from the bowl.
Our male is actually the one like facing us. Facing us directly. That is Max, and then the 3 ladies are the ones kind of all around.
So the horns always don't go as specific because there's definitely shapes there. Like there's some
so
going up and...
Exactly. So it's kind of like Pancheeta's tusks where they just grow how they grow.
Right.
And it's the same thing with the cattle. So their horns just all kind of grow however they are meant to. She's very neat.
And the 2
But they all
giraffes.
grow a little different. They're actually very light compared to what they look like. A lot of times people think that are heavy. They're not quite hollow. You're on the right track, so it's kind of a honeycomb structure. So picture a beehive, like that honeycomb. That's kind of the structure of it. And they actually have blood vessels that circulate through them to release heat and then circulate back into the body and help cool them down. The cattles can be, depending, you know, age, male, female, they can range from about 900 to about 1,200 pounds.
Really?
Their horns are probably maybe 10 to 20 pounds total. So they're pretty light compared to especially the rest of them. It's really like wearing a hat on your head or wearing, you know, a sunglasses on your head or something like that you really don't even notice them.
Yeah.
Well, my friends, let's keep rolling. Keep your seats for me, but keep asking me questions. We are all clear, Brian. Let's see who else we can find. So we're heading by our elephant yard. We'll keep our eyes peeled for some elephants, but we're gonna head up to the dining platform for y'all so that way you can get your food. One thing kind of across the board though, I do see an elephant. I'm gonna picture that myself. Straight back. There's
3 of them.
so there might be 5 out there. Thinking this is a group of our females. There is, so this one, the big one facing us, that's Nadira. And the little one, that's her baby Cora. She is almost a year old. Yeah, a great view of our giraffe and our wildebeest together.
So, I have a question. Are they like this in the wild with each other? Do the different species kind of get along with each other?
Yeah, you can see the different species kind of being in the same spaces like this. Now, not to say that isn't kind of like a lunchroom at times too, where there's going to be the different cliques and the different tables kind of thing. So if like the zebra got too close to the sable antelope's area that they like to sit, they might kind of chase them off to go the other way. But for the most part, it's pretty Hakuna Matata out here.
So like even like how about like in like the wild, like down in Africa, do you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So
Out in Africa, it'd probably be similar where they might get territorial over resources. So think like if there's fresh water, fresh food, that sort of thing. If that's a scarcity, then it's going to be more conflict.
But they're not like lions. They're not just constantly trying to like attack each other.
Right, exactly.
for
They
the sake
kind of
attacking
stick
each
together
other.
because think about it, bigger numbers means less likely to be taken by predators. So
Yeah.
even like for zebra, they hang out closer to giraffe. Giraffes are kind of like a watchtower. They're so tall that if they see something first and they start running, that tips off the zebra that maybe they should run too. Yeah. Yeah. But for the most part, it's pretty Hakuna Matata.
You're rolling.
Shoves the whole thing right in.
The giraffe water, just giraffe and the zebra.
It's not a bad backdrop.
Actually has a taste to it.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's great. I love it. Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay. Occasionally, I move quick.
I think the Siamese for
When that?
should know this. But it is actually really cute because he's, our dog is
Pretty good.
Sea dog.
This is absolutely insane. Just casually sitting next to.
Palm fronds that are hanging down right next to this bunch of trees. Look straight down the hanging palm fronds and you'll see a couple of trees. And they're not so natural, So you can feel this.
Trying to get these 2 clouds.
Oh my gosh. Look at him. Y'all are all here right now.
Because they are but white rhinos are actually
Yeah, they're close.
They're very close. So we have some of our younger rhinos that are out here. He's running. Rhino horn. Oh, we got a running rhino over here. So that's actually Logan. She's our youngest. Right to the left is her mom. Oh yes, there's some adorable goats up here too. They gave themselves a home. One of the best places to start changing clothes. So, also take a moment, smell the Disney water.
It smells so good.
It smells so good. I don't know what we do. Exactly, try to smells so good. Awesome. Well, y'all, please make sure you have all your personal belongings. We are going to make one last adventure back to our outfitters area where we got you all harnessed up. And from there, we will re-enter with your belongings, get you set up with your photos, and go from there. But as we exit the truck here, I'm going to lead the way. Megan's going to be our caboose again.
Oh, okay.
And,
All right.
yes, I know. She's got it going on.
Thank you.
A huge thank you, or asante sana, which is thank you in Swahili for coming out today. Truly, guests like you are the reason we get to have the best job at Walt Disney World, and also why we get to make a difference for our animals here and out in the wild. So thank you all so much for coming out today, and you get to take everything with you. That's your present, except for these cell phone wrist straps. We reuse those after we wash them to use those plastics, so if y'all want to leave those up on the counter, that would be lovely. But then we release you to your lockers, and Megan will be your bouncer on the way out today. Release you to the real wild. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, got some extra cards if anyone wants them. Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much, Nathaniel. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thanks for letting me record. Also, what tag should I use?
What tag? Oh, hashtag Wild Africa Trek.
All right.
You
Sounds
got
good.
it. See you.
Yeah. What's your favorite wildlife conservation?
Oh my
Like, they can give
word.
a donate link to.
Oh gosh. I love a lot of them. It's hard to pick, but one of my favorites is painted dog conservation because I love dogs. I love the painted dogs that we have, and they do a lot of really cool community outreach work with educating like school children in the community and giving them the opportunity to connect with the painted dogs and really learn about how important they are to their ecosystem.
All right.
So I'm going to say painted dog conservation.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.